So let's create a function outside of the main. It will going to be between the namespace and the main. This will be a static function which will return something of type string back. We're going to call this one full form. You're going to receive a code, and we're going to return a value in full form. Okay, switch code. Case 1. Return Visual Studio. Or rather, let me make this logic a lot easier for you guys by introducing a string variable called code name. Code name equals to, if it's case 1, store the value Visual Studio in it. If it is case 2, store the value International Standards Organization. And then finally, return code name. C# requires you to initialize all variables that will be returned because it doesn't really know if switch case will ever be true or false. So we simply declare a variable code name, initialize it with nothing. We ran a switch case in which we are pretty much picking up which one of the many cases will be true. And then after that, we just simply return the code name back. So once we do this, we will then be able to call this method from the main and pass a code over and receive the code back. In the main method, where I say no ISO specifications available, over here, instead of ISO, I will concatenate and make a call right here to full form and pass a value 2. So what happens after no space, it will call for full form with a value 2, and the full form will return International Standards Organization. So my actual output on the screen will say no International Standards Organization specifications available. So if I run it, notice no International Standards Organization specifications available. Similarly, in my if condition where I'm saying ISO specifications available, I'm going to concatenate this with call to full form with a code of 2, and instead of VS version, I'm going to concatenate this, call full form the code of 1. So now when I run it, wherever I need Visual Studio, instead of VS it displays Visual Studio. Wherever I need ISO, it displays International Standards Organization.